Welcome into Paul Catalina's Top 5, brought to you by TexasBeefHouse.com. Volume 3, Transfer Fits. We're going to keep going on this until it gives me fits. Pun intended. It's going to be that kind of week, folks. Number 5. We're staying in the Big 12 to start out. Linebacker Josiah Trotter, son of Jeremiah, brother of Jeremiah Jr., and was at West Virginia, had a great freshman year. He is in the portal. I was going to say he should go to Clemson and follow in his brother's footsteps, but we know that's unlikely to happen since Dabo's not taking transfers and probably had that belief confirmed by winning the ACC after taking none of them. So I'm going to say go to a cooler place, Josiah. Be different than your brother. Go to FSU. Maybe beat Clemson. Maybe. I say maybe. But Tony White's defense needs some linebackers. I say this is a great choice for you. And even though your father was an Eagle and a Redskin, I was always a big fan of his. Always a big fan. He was a badass. Garrett, were you a big Jeremiah Trotter fan when he was in Washington?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a badass. We love, I sound like, we love badasses. We love them. But we do. Tight end Tanner Koziol goes to Ball State, had a fantastic year. He's in the portal. Where would I go if I were him? I would go to Texas. I don't know if this is even on his radar. I know that they have Amari Niblack that's behind Gunnar Helm. Gunnar Helm was fantastic this year. Will certainly have a huge impact on the postseason for Texas. Absolutely. If you want an offense that really uses the tight end well, you need to look no further than the last 2 years with Jatavian Sanders and Gunnar Helm at Texas and how much they're involved in Sark's system. If I'm the best transfer tight end available on the market, like Tanner is here, I'm going to try to get to Texas. And I guarantee you, given his numbers, they would not sneeze at him at all. This guy can absolutely play from Ball State. Just give him a good little YouTube. He is a very bright spot on a very average to below average team. Number 3, quarterback Devon Dampier. He's at New Mexico. His coach, Bronco Mendenhall, on his way to Utah State. He's in the portal, as are many of his teammates. Now, does he follow Bronco Mendenhall to Utah State? Not after the year that he just had. He's going to a power conference. Now, is UCF, with Scott Frost now as the head coach, where he's looking? I don't know. I just think he would be a really good fit in Scott Frost's wide-open system. This is a dual-threat quarterback who puts up tons of numbers, can really do well. I think UCF would be a great fit for him, but there's not going to be teams outside the realm of possibility here. Every team that needs a quarterback is going to give him a call, and that means Miami will, Syracuse will. A lot of good teams will be calling him. I bet you USC calls him. I guarantee you there will be people knocking down the door to get a chin waggle, so to speak, with Devon Dampier. I've got all kind of stuff today, Garrett. Chin waggle. I said chin waggle.
Chin waggle.
Number 2, Ahmad Hardy. This is going to be the best running back available, more than likely. Stellar true freshman year at Louisiana Monroe. He is visiting Ole Miss first. Maybe he winds up there. That's why I made sure I put him on Monday so that we didn't wind up later on in the week going, well, that was dumb to say Bama. But Bama has not had a true elite running back since Jahmyr Gibbs left a couple of years ago. And I think that's kind of affecting what they do. Now, granted, their best running threat this year was Jalen Milroe. He's going to be in the NFL next season. So for whoever the quarterback is going to be, and we'll talk about that in a second, I would say get a running threat like Ahmad Hardy from ULM and put him back there, and maybe, just maybe, you can get back in the playoff after you were so unjustly kicked in the shins, Bama. We're all sad for you. Really, we are. And number 1, Darian Mensah, the quarterback from Tulane. Big news today that he entered the portal. Tons of buzz about this guy. Really, it's going to be interesting to see how he fits in the group of Caden Salter and Dampier and Miller Moss and some of the quarterbacks that are already in here. Very good passer, had a fantastic year at Tulane, helped lead them to the AAC title game. John Summerall saying Darian Mensah's not. I don't know who's going to be the quarterback at Bama next year. Maybe it's Austin Mack. Maybe it's Ty Simpson. Maybe it's one of those guys like Lonergan they have on the roster. They're going to have an open competition, but I would not be surprised to see them get in the Darian Mensah business because this is a guy who can straight up play ball, very accurate passer, very athletic, has a lot of potential going down the line, and I think they got to look at him. And so that would be 2 I just put in Bama because I'm very concerned that you guys at Bama, that the Tide did not make the college football playoff. I don't know how you're going to deal with living like how the rest of us do. I don't want the greater Tuscaloosa and Birmingham area to lose its soul. I really don't. Feel so bad for you. Really do. Mean it. But Darian Mensah, really great quarterback potential here, and someone I think that bears looking at for not only them, but a lot of teams who will need quarterbacks. Tomorrow, we're going to keep doing transfer fits. This is 365 Sports. Smokey, end this crazy show now before I do it for you.